What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Doc's Daily. It is Monday. It's August 11th. We're halfway through August already. I mean, right? Listen, if you haven't got your Christmas shopping done, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, it's right around the corner. Don't be mad at me. I didn't pick the date, but Christmas is right around. We're going to blink, and Christmas is going to be here. Doc's Daily, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Saturday is 11 a.m. Eastern. Free $60 account is in the description of this video. DocSports.com/free60. That's where you get a $60 account. Sign up. It's easy peasy. There's no, it's click the link. It's all you got to do is fill out, create a username, get $60. Use it right here. You can split it between two cappers, $30 each. You can use that on a week pass, month pass, season pass. You Pikachu. YouTube Premium. I just drew a total blank. It's Monday. YouTube Premium members. There's a link in the description of this video as well. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 is $4.99. Level 2 is $19.99. That's where you get Indian Cowboy, his videos every day. $49.99. You get everything. Everything encompasses level 1 and 2. Craig Trapp will give you a video every day. Give you 3 random picks, 2, 3, 4 unit plays, brings to you
not random. They are expert picks from our Doc Sports experts. I just want to be clear.
Randomly selected
plays from our Doc's expert handicappers, 2, 3, 4 unit plays that he'll bring you every day in a video.
Hey, I'm getting better at handicapping the handicappers, by the way. So
that's a feat by itself.
Dude, if you think this is easy, people are like, Craig, you just keep go try to pick 3 winners yourself. That's hard enough. But then you try to pick which one of our guys are hot, which one are cold, which one the sport they like. I mean, it's been, 6 months to figure it out.
Still figuring out.
Hey, listen, we're work in progress, folks. Work in progress. Work with us. Level 1 YouTube membership is only $4.99. I give you a play about 5-6 days a week. Last week we broke about even, depending on where you got your juice at. But we got plays today.
Hey, a bonus! If you get in today, I actually put the Premium Plus by accident under the level 1, so you actually get the Premium Plus to see what it's like today. So make sure you check that out. This
is true too. Good luck today, folks, to only the people that hit the like button. So if you don't hit the like button, you're going to lose. You can't win a bet today. It's just I don't make the rules. We just follow, right? A lot of stuff to talk about. We got a decent MLB card, but weird things happen in the MLB on Mondays. But also we're through week 1 officially of NFL preseason. It's officially overreaction. Yeah, I mean, I saw so many memes from the Cleveland Browns, like how they're retiring Sanders' number. He threw oh my God, he's basically the best quarterback ever after 1-2 quarters of football in the preseason. But let's start there with the NFL preseason. Any crazy things you shocked by? Anything I really wasn't shocked by anything.
I think it's a little too early right now. Obviously, it's just week 1 of the preseason. But, Sanders, I mean, he looked absolutely phenomenal. You got to give credit where credit's due. I know there's a lot of hype around it, but the positive side for the Cleveland Browns is you have Shedeur Sanders there, and he's only going to grow in that quarterback position, especially with the speed of the NFL. But what really surprised me is these New England Patriots picked up kind of right where they left off on that defensive side, and we saw them absolutely blow out the Commanders. They're 48 to, I believe it was 18 in that one. So you got Drake May coming back, obviously, with some experience. You got Stephon Diggs, obviously Mike Vrabel. He reminds me of a Dan Campbell almost in Detroit there. He's high intensity, and he's going to coach his players that way as well. And that defense surprised me, and I think they'll be very good. A little sleeper of a team is going to be that New England Patriots defense there, Lenny.
Craig, before you give me your surprise for the NFL, 2 ties this weekend. 2. I'm just saying, if you were to really literally throw a $5 bill on every one of those games to end in a tie, you might have made money. Now that's degenerate thinking, but my brain did think of that. 2 ties this weekend, 2. Go ahead, Craig.
This is like this you should be doing if you're betting the NFL a whole lot, because the preseason, it is throw it all out the window. Whatever you saw, 0.0.0. Wasn't it the Lions the year they went undefeated?
God,
they went winless.
They went 4-0 in the preseason and 0-16 in the regular season.
That is what happened.
And T-shirts made that says NFL preseason champs.
Yeah, so like be careful out there, because yes, teams look good. Yes, Shedeur Sanders looked better than I think people thought. Did you not watch him at Colorado though? Like,
yeah, right. I wasn't really surprised by how good he was.
What's surprising is that they're saying he's still the fourth string quarterback. If that dude's still the fourth string quarterback, that's why the Cleveland Browns are a terrible franchise. Because, dude, let me tell you, Joe Flacco is closer to the grave than he is to winning you a Super Bowl. And Kenny Pickett, at least, they're saying Flacco's going to start. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, to me, this is just overreaction Monday. You said it right. Throughout what you saw last week, I bet if you bet the opposite this week, if everything that you saw, you probably have a winning week this week. It's
possible. I mean, a lot of overs this weekend. I wasn't really surprised by that. I mean, I was on the Browns over. I was on my favorite play of the weekend was the Chargers, and I couldn't wait to bet that on Sunday night. I couldn't wait to jump on that. I think the Chargers are going to be preseason champs, and they're going to struggle in the regular season. So that's what I think for the. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Little side wager between you two.
Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh. You just bet Harbaugh's. You're pretty good, right?
Preseason
the NFL.
Like
powerhouse.
Only one Harbaugh in the NFL. Only one. And he showed it this weekend when everybody bet against him. Everybody was like, oh, my God, the Ravens. What did the Ravens do? They came out, dominated the Colts.
I mean, if Harbaugh should be put in the Hall of Fame just for what he's done with the Ravens in the preseason. I mean, the dude is just freaking money.
Lights out.
But it's not just – he gets a lot of credit, but I think a lot goes to the player personnel. They have depth. That is just crazy. Like, more guys get picked up off of, like, get cut off of that team than any team usually, for a reason. There's good guys that get cut, just get a numbers game, type of thing, and it's panned out. But to me, it should be like, do not bet the preseason more than 1 or 2 units. That's what we do here at Docs, by the way.
Sure.
That's what everybody should be doing. Unfortunately, I saw so many parlay tickets on Twitter and shit. And I'm like, dude, if you betting parlay tickets on the freaking preseason,
you got a better chance at betting on the coin toss. It's 50-50%. You don't have to win against the spread.
Hey, first of all, that's my favorite Super Bowl bet. That's that followed up by the Gatorade color. Yeah, absolutely. My 2 favorite bets.
You want to like bookend it with like the toughest things. It's like, shit, if I lose in the first second of like,
I want to bookend it by coin toss, Gatorade, and maybe on a 3-teamer throw in some halftime props. Like I won a couple years back on what color shoes Snoop Dogg would be wearing at halftime when he performed. It was so bad.
That's degenerate Lenny for you folks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, winner too. You're welcome for who followed. It's pay or follow at your own risk. I don't know what to tell you. I'll tell you what. I don't. Well, this is the last thing on NFL. I've already bet the Ravens. Okay, I've already bet the Ravens next week.
And the Chargers. And the Chargers next week.
Not
Harbaugh.
I like the Chargers against the Rams. I do, but I don't know if I'll pull the trigger on that because they're overs. They're like 4.5-point favorite. I'd like them under 3. But the Ravens at -2.5 right now against the Cowboys.
Yeah, I fell into the Cowboy trap. I'm going to be honest. I did. I hand up. I was like the Joe Milton Twitter page. Like I was like, dude, he looks great. He's going to freaking be on. Because I like running quarterbacks in preseason because things break 100%. Down. Guy can make something happen. Okay, I was wrong. The Cowboys are going to suck again.
I think the Cowboys are going to be okay again in the regular season, but I think they're gonna struggle in the preseason. Chargers too. I mean,
Micah Parsons isn't playing. No, he's not going to be playing this year unless they sign him. And it sounds like Jerry Jones has like got those $1 billion boosts.
Shameless plug right now. Betting outside the box, 6:00 Eastern. me and Raphael talked about this and Michael Parsons and the dilemma and drama in Dallas. I don't think he'll play another down for the Cowboys. I think he's seen his last day as a Cowboy. I think the Dallas Cowboys are just a debacle, and Jerry's world is crumbling before our eyes.
They do the dumbest things.
Go.
Remember, they could have signed CeeDee Lamb a year early. They knew he was a superstar. Yep. They waited, ended up costing him an extra, like $8 million a year. Did the same. Then they do the same thing with quarterback.
Dak Prescott.
Prescott. They could have signed him a year earlier. No, he gets injured. Instead of just go ahead and sign him because you know you're going to. They wait, cost them another $9 million. That could be the difference what they're going to pay Micah.
Everybody knows what the problem is in Dallas. It's Jerry. Everybody knows it. Everyone knows it. I think it's going to be a Washington type situation where they're going to force him to kind of. It's going to get real ugly, man. That's my prediction.
He's going to die there. They're never forcing him out because he has a deal with all the other owners. Like
he's like the Al Davis of Dallas. Yeah. Like
way bigger. He controls. He's the owner of the owners. Like he's the guy.
Yeah,
like there's nothing ever going to happen. Jerry does what he wants to do. Hey, we got one here in Cincinnati, Mike Brown. He's just a less vocal guy that just does bonehead things. Like Trey Hendrickson. Did you see how bad the defense was? By the way, the Bengals. You might want to get Trey Hendrickson. You're the best sack guy last year. You might want to go ahead and pay him the money. Hey, I got to trade Micah Parsons and trade to Henderson. Like I'll take Micah. We'll pay him. I mean,
I don't want him in Detroit.
I heard the Bears. Were going to mortgage the future to get my. Hey, dude, that defense is going to be good if you find a way.
Listen, as a Lions fan, that would
scare me up on this Monday, boys. Let's go.
That would scare the hell out of me as a Lions fan to have him come inside the division for sure. But we've been trying to snag Hendrickson from you guys for a minute. I would love to see him on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson.
I mean, the Bengals don't trade a whole lot, so I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to get the deal done. I don't understand what owners wait for. They wait till the last minute. Yeah. They're going to save like $1 million. Dude, did you see what the Packers, they're the only team that's public. So that's the only team that you actually see the income from the teams. It's ridiculous. Like this is printing money in the NFL, trying to nickel and dime your top players. All it does is like break up the team because now the team, who you think they're going to take the side of? The player that's their brother on the sideline or the owner that's a billionaire,
right?
Multi-billionaire. So like to me, it's just pay the dudes, pay them. Let's get to football here in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is going to have to score 60 a game to win games. 60.
Agreed.
Craig Trapp's rant of the day about his Bengals. It's just going to get worse. Let's talk.
Robert messages me like one quarter in the game. Your defense is going to be worse than last year. I go, without Trey Henderson, yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's talk MLB. I say this all the time. Tony George, I take it from Tony. I didn't make this up. I'm stealing this from Tony because I learned. I know, Green Cup, right? Weird things happen. What is it?
It's lemons. They're green, so they
try and act healthy. It's just a Green Cup.
I mean, it's water, but it's with lemons on the cup.
Tony says this all the time. Weird things happen in the MLB on Mondays. So I like a lot of the card today in the MLB. So I limit myself, which is a lot, folks. I'm just saying it's a lot.
What's it on when they put on like a bus that can't go too fast? A regulator or something like that?
Yeah, I need regulated.
You need to like that on Mondays.
Mondays are regulated for Lenny.
Yeah. You boys, both of you have hung out with me downtown Fremont Street. That's why I'm married to the woman I am married to, the love of my life, who is my monitor, guardian, my caregiver. She's my regulator, so I don't. But yeah,
Lenny's got tattoos and bad bets from downtown Vegas. That's what he gets from downtown Vegas. I do like a little free play though today. I like my Reds first 5 innings. They scare me for the full game because they can struggle to. I mean, and they scored a bunch of runs yesterday, by the way. So I do. Someone else did put this in there. They like. I just think they'll get 1 or 2 early. I think it's going to be low scoring. I'm talking anybody off the under today too in that game, but I like the first 5 for that one. And It's crazy. I would fade the Dodgers today too. After that first month and a half of the season when they were just absolutely killing teams, they've just been average, There's just no way to say it. They're just waiting for the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Padres get that division here, just from what I'm seeing out of these Dodgers. The inconsistency, especially on that offensive side. The weekend was decent. They did score a little bit, but obviously on Sunday they'd let that game slip away. But it would not surprise me if we've seen this San Diego Padres team offense come alive and take this division. Weird saying it, but yes, I think it can happen here.
Yeah, they definitely have the starting pitching edge. I'll take the Padres starters over the Dodgers, at least recently. It's just been the Dodgers really. What are they good at? Like right now, it's kind of like the Yankees a little bit. Like people still remember what they were last year when they how good they were at the end of the year. Okay, and how good they were both beginning of the year. Okay, what have they done recently? And I'm talking months now. They're basically 500 teams the last month.
Right. Scott B said he liked the Reds first 5 money line, Phillies full game money line, and the over.
Dude,
there's bets out there. You get real precise there.
You can do the first 5 and then the game. Like there's combos out there. I think FanDuel and DraftKings both have it, and they pay really well. Like 4 or 5, 6 to 1.
Reds win first half, Phillies win full game.
Yeah, like you're probably into that 4 to 1, 5 to 1 range. So that'd be a good money there.
I like that, especially with Abbott on the bump at home. He's been great, so we'll see what he could do against that Phillies lineup. But let's look at the New York Yankees here and the Minnesota Twins, as the New York Yankees obviously lost the weekend series there to the Houston Astros at home. And the Minnesota Twins, they picked up a series win against the Kansas City Royals. Now they got Matthews on the bump here for the Minnesota Twins, and he's 3-3 on the season, but he has a high end of an ERA. That ERA is over 5 on 38 innings of work. He does have 48 strikeouts, so he's averaging a strikeout here per inning. But this Minnesota offense just isn't producing runs, especially on the road. They're tied for 21st in Major League Baseball here in runs per game, sitting at a 4.2. But you look at their road record, they're 8 games below 500 here. They're 24-36 on the road. They're 5-5 here in their last 10 games. I know they picked up that series win yesterday against the Kansas City Royals, but now they got to fly to the Bronx, where the Yankees just haven't been playing good. They're 3-7 here in their last 10 games. They will have Will Warren back on the mound here. He's 6-5 on the season. His ERA is a little high too, sitting at a 4.44. He has 115 innings of work and 133 strikeouts. He's averaging over a strikeout here per inning, but he does give up a lot of walks. He has 54 walks on the season, and Will Warren has been hit or miss this season, but I like him to have a quality start here at home. You've seen his last performance against the Texas Rangers. He went 5 innings of work, 3 hits, and no earned runs. He had a quality start there. The Texas Rangers won that game 2-0. That offensive production, and when you count out the New York Yankees, is exactly when they are going to absolutely scorch the baseball. They're tied for second here in Major League Baseball in runs per game. Don't forget about it, 5.1 runs here per game. I think Will Warren gets off to a great start against this offense for Minnesota. Take Will Warren's over 15.5 pitching outs. I absolutely love his prop today. And take the New York Yankees here on the run line. I think it's a bounce back game here, especially at home against the Minnesota Twins, Lenny.
Hey, here's a little stat for you. If you bet $100 on every Yankees game and every Twins game, who do you think has a better?
Probably the Twins with the value, of course.
Yeah, 6 less wins. They're minus 1,154, so $1,154. The Yankees minus $1,319. And about a month ago, the Yankees were up about 12 or 1,300. So and they've been favored pretty much in every one of these losses that they're losing, and that's why they are where they are. They're the most disappointing team since like month and a half, 2 months ago, and it's not really close. The Cubs would be right there. Your Cubs would be right there as well. They're about the same, where it's really flipped. And at least if you're the Yankees, right, you have to say Judge. Like Judge, now he's back for about what, 5 days now he's been back. So you got to see if he can get back to where he was before. Because before he was hitting 400. That's like in today's baseball, hitting 400. It's like
it's
great. The average guy hits what, 260 now, 250, 258, I think now. So 400 is especially for a power hitter. Most power hitters are hitting that 240, 250. So I want to see Judge at least get back to where he was and get healthy. And then let's see what the Yankees are. And we'll see where we have a month in a month and 2.5 weeks, like basically, right? The season. So we'll see where the Yankees can finish because they got a lot of work now ahead of them. Red Sox are coming. The Blue Jays are great. Like they might be the third best team in that division, Nick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Red Sox too, they're sleepers. I know they launched 2 in a row coming into today's game, but you got Garrett Crochet and it's on the road against the Houston Astros. It's going to be a tight division. Most of these divisions are going to be tight here. Obviously, Detroit's pulling away with that 6-game lead there, and then my Cubbies just falling down the hill. It's just bad. But it's going to be an interesting division, that's for sure. I don't know if the Yankees could pull it off. I would say the Boston Red Sox over anybody in that division. Obviously, Toronto's playing great, but I trust these Boston Red Sox and the way they've been hitting the ball as of late, Craig.
All right, got it. One last thing, Lenny. Last 64 games, what do you think Milwaukee's record is?
Like 62-2. They're the best team in baseball right now.
48-16.
Unbelievable.
Like plus 32 games? Are you freaking kidding me?
I was going to say this. I don't know if your Cubs are falling as much as the Brewers are falling. Just ascending. Well, they are, but it looks worse. I think it looks worse considering what the Brewers are just with a rocket strapped to their you-know-what. And they're just flying.
Hey, if you're Milwaukee, you're like, dude, let's end the season now because
I want to play off right now.
Like they're going to have a lull at some point here between now and end of the season, and you just hope that you can get it back right. Kind of like Detroit was unbelievable at the beginning of the season. Now they're in that little bit of a lull the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and it's like I hope for the Brewers' sake they haven't peaked too early. But 48-16, dude, if you just auto bet them every day, you're up like $2,800 for $100 bettors.
And they're
the books have been disrespecting the Brewers too. Yes. You still get them at plus value. And I'm like, what are they doing? This team has 73 wins on the season, best record in baseball. And yet the odds makers have not caught up. Obviously today they're favorite minus 190 here, but they're just not getting caught up on the odds makers. And I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's because they don't have the names. Judge was batting what he is, and he was on the Brewers. Everybody paying attention to him. Like everybody, there's just not that guy that you can say, look who they lost. They lost Burns. Like imagine if Burns was still what he was when they have lost some great, and they've just replenished here. Kudos to the GM and ownership there. They have built a juggernaut.
I think their pitching staff is like solid. Top to bottom. I don't care if it's the number 1 guy against the number 5 guy, down that roster. I do. I mean, the number 5 guy is Mizorowski or Mr. whatever. That dude's he's done. He's young.
They've done it the right way. This is what I want to see more teams. This is the old Tampa Ray style, where it's like you just kill them with young talent. It's like even one guy gets injured, one guy gets traded. It doesn't really set you back. They've built this team for the long haul. Now, that doesn't always mean you're winning the playoffs, because in the playoffs, you pitch your best 3 pitchers basically.
they choke every year. The Brewers, they get to the playoffs, but then they just completely forget how to play baseball. I don't know what's going on with that.
They're the Penn State of MLB. I'm telling you right now.
Well, that's when you need talent. That's when you need that star, because you look to one guy that can just be like, get on my back, dudes, get on my back and just play around me. That's when you kind of need that. They don't have that per se, but you never know. Sometimes we see stars are born in the postseason. So, but what they've done right now, this 64-game run is some of the best baseball we have seen in a very, very, very long time. And I hope it continues, and I hope they haven't peaked, but get on the bandwagon now. You might as well. Like keep riding.
Don't do it. No, I disagree. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want me to tell you why? Because I've been on it since day one. So if you ain't on it now, there's no room for you. I'm telling you right now.
The ship has already left the dock, Lenny.
Yep, we're already mid-sail. We are in the midstream right now. So sorry, you could root for us, appreciate it, but if you're not on, stay off. I'm just saying, don't mess with our wagon. Our wagon is rolling just nice right down the road. What's your guys' thoughts on this Rays and Athletics game? I lean Athletics at home, but I'm debating here. Springs on the mound. I think the Athletics are kind of a undercover mid team. They're not as bad.
They didn't really sell that much at the deadline.
No.
I was a little shocked they didn't go like Blitzkies and just like by the way, Lenny's in town there. I saw they're started pouring the concrete at the stadium.
Oh, they broke ground.
They broke ground
at the new stadium. So yeah, so they're not going to play there for like freaking a billion more years. But
no.
You kind of hope that this team doesn't break them up so that they're at least relevant when they come to town. The Vegas sports scene has been very good. The Aces have been great. The Knights have been great. So the Raiders, not so much. But like 2 of 3 is not bad. Can the A's kind of like start to build a winner? I do like the A's today though. I like Springer, right? Springs,
yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Spring.
Jeffrey's
kind of like borderline, like he's consistent. He pitches like 5.5 to 6.5 innings every game, about 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. I mean, he gives you a chance to win, which is guys in the middle of your rotation. That's what you want. And this Rays team is isn't it Griffin that says falling knife? Don't grab the falling knife. Isn't that his thing? This is a falling knife. The Rays, the last month and a half, just tough division. I get it. You're the 4th team in a very, very good division, but I like the A's here. The A's have been a nice bet. In fact, on the year, Lenny, this is I guarantee they're positive. Oh, actually, they're actually minus $444. You bet $100 every game. The Rays actually minus $652, and the Rays were very profitable about a month and a half ago. Really has fallen down on us.
I think weird things happen in MLB on Mondays. So I think the A's. I think everybody's going to look at the Rays and go, "Oh, they're a better team automatically than the Athletics," and I don't think they are. I think the advantage is Athletics here. Pitching matchup, I think offensively, the Athletics
won 2 of 3, right? Didn't they already face once this year? This is the second matchup. I think they won 2 of 3 in Tampa, I believe. So it's not like this we haven't seen this matchup this year.
Yeah, and it was in Tampa Bay. And they won 6-4, 4-3, and then they lost 6-5. The total is at 10. Sutter Park, that's a minor league park, so I don't know though. I don't expect Tampa Bay to hit the ball much, to be honest with you.
Exactly, Lenny. And I'll just go kind of into my play. I'm in full agreement. I lean towards the Athletics, but when I'm looking at with these starting pitchers, I like the first 5 innings on that under. I'm seeing 5.5 here. You got Pepioit. Obviously, he's got 136 innings of work, and he's got 134 strikeouts here. He limits damage. And I think that Jeffrey Springs is one of their most reliable guys in this rotation for the Athletics. So I like a low-scoring game here, especially early on. And obviously, when you get to that bullpen, when you get the Athletics bullpen, they're not very good whatsoever. They're, I believe, 28th in baseball. They're almost at a 5 ERA. So that's why I would take the first 5 innings under in this Tampa Bay Rays and the Athletics game.
Don't hate that.
Somebody, who's that Royals? Somebody, you put that message up there, Lenny.
Royals are going to beat the Nationals. Nationals starting pitching sucks.
I don't know. Royals are a falling knife too.
I still don't understand what the Royals did at the trade deadline. It was like we're not going to trade.
They know what they did.
They're going to extend Lugo. I didn't get it because you're not making the playoffs this year. So it's like, but you didn't really help the team for next year other than re-signing Luke, signing Lugo for a long-term deal. So they need young guys to kind of they're not a team that's going to go out there and pay guys a bunch of money. So it made no sense what they did. I actually like the Nationals young team for next year. I think this team they've beat some really good teams this year, but when you're young, you go through these young slumps but I do like they got a young and talent. That Soto trade set them up with 3 major league guys that they're reaping those rewards now, and they're only going to get better. So the Nationals are a team that I try to bet in spots, but next year I think the Nationals are going to make maybe not playoffs, but be above 500 type team. I think next year.
Can I give you a parlay?
Degenerate
Let's
Lenny.
go, Lenny.
It's a money parlay.
Let's do it.
It's the Brewers run line.
Oh goodness.
Okay, but it's the Tigers run line.
They're
playing the White Sox and the Pirates. I'm just saying.
The Tigers just scare the shit out of me, though.
It's the White Sox, Craig. It's the White Sox.
Hey, the White Sox beat who yesterday, right? They won yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago?
They win yesterday? They beat the Guardians yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cleveland was my play yesterday. They lost, dude.
Yeah, they 6-4 they won.
Cleveland's on my no bet list, by the way. Every time I play them,
they just don't score enough runs.
Live lately.
They start coming aboard. They start coming alive. I jump on them. It is like the Titanic sinking. Boom! Right in half to the bottom immediately. Immediately. But I'm from Cincinnati. The mistake on the lake is my hated enemy. I should have freaking known better.
They are the mistake on the lake.
Who's the rival? The Cardinals for the Cubs? Would you?
Yeah, I would say so. Just the history behind it, but obviously the Brewers too. But more so the Cardinals, I would say.
We used to have a nice little rivalry with you, but now we just beat up on you guys here. Cincinnati.
Oh, easy.
We've actually played pretty well against the good teams this year. It's the Reds need to play better against bad teams. It's like I think when they lose like 1 or 2 to the Pirates, it's like, dude, you're trying to get to the wild card. You have to beat the bad teams. Against the good teams, you're going to be about 500. Like that's the way all teams are. Can you beat up on the bad teams this time of year? Whoever does that is going to be the teams that make the playoffs or get left out if you don't.
Tigers first 5 -0.5 even money.
Chris Paddock, does he bounce back from that brutal start?
I mean, it's a bullpen day for the White Sox, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I mean,
prior to their one game against every game's a bullpen game outside of scuba days. But be ready. Be ready. That's what
everybody pitching chaos. All right, you guys got anything? Nick, go first. Who you got? What do you got to plug tonight? What do you got going on before we bounce out of here?
Yeah, we got a big 7-unit WNBA play. We only got 1 play on the board, and we have a massive edge. So that is my only play here tonight, 7-unit WNBA. We have been absolutely steamrolling here in our top play, especially CFL. Complete sweep 3-0, including the 6-unit best bet there over the weekend. So we're looking to continue and staying hot tonight with the 7-unit WNBA starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lenny.
Nice. I like it. Craig, what do you got going on?
Sucked yesterday, 1 and 2, but 10 out of the last 15 days we've had profit. But when you have a bad day like that and you played Cleveland, it's like you feel like you got run over by a car. Even though it was only a 5-unit play, I don't have anything huge tonight. A 4 and 3 unit in Major League Baseball, 2-unit prop. But I'm looking. There's 2 games that the next 2 days, one of them could possibly be a 7 or 8 unit play. It really just kind of depends. I'm waiting on making sure the starting pitching. Like this is the time of year you have to be so careful, FYI. And be careful with pitching because, man, guys, like I've twice this last week, the Mizorowski when he went to the DL, somewhere else, and another guy when he went to the DL. And it's like, so make sure if you're betting baseball, bet the pitchers have to start. Like there's 2 different ways you can bet the games. You can bet just so that you play in the game no matter who pitches, who starts. And then if a pitcher doesn't start, you get a scratch. You get your money back because if you don't, and then you end up with you can end up with crazy number, FYI.
Scott B says I have a twin. He's a relief pitcher for the Pirates. I'll have to go check him out. If he owes me money, I'll definitely let you know. But that's fine.
He does owe you money.
I like the Brewers even more because if he's built like me, he should be able to hit some dingers on Brewers. And Steven likes the Athletics as well. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, 1:00 Eastern is when we're here. Doc's Daily, Monday through Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. Good luck unless you're against us. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.